Hi, this is Shehee with Send56, and I'm sitting here with one of our missionaries, and he's working in the Nuba Mountains of Sudan. And it took us about 6 years of research and partnership developments to get people up to the Nuba Mountains. And the Nuba Mountains is a rebel-occupied territory in Sudan, right next to Darfur, and it's a very difficult place to reach for a lot of logistical reasons. There's no banks, there's no public transportation, no schools, no hospitals, nothing. It's like the Wild West, and it's taken us 6 years. And I'm gonna sit here and let Kamya Moses explain to us why it's taken so long. So tell us a little bit about the journey just to get up to the Nuba Mountains and why it's so difficult.
Well, I'm Kamya Moses Ben, and as we come the journey to Nuba Mountain, to the unreached people group, the journey takes us like 3.5 months or 1 month to get there, because there are no roads, and we just use the place is muddy. We move through the
So it
bush.
can take up to 3 months
Yeah.
to get to your destination.
To get out to our destination. So life is hard. Getting a permission itself, you have to accept to be like a rebel in order to go and serve in those rebel people in the Nuba Mountains.
So you have to go through the rebel army,
Yeah.
and ask them for special permission to serve as missionaries in that area.
Exactly.
So how long does it take, if once you leave Uganda, to reach up to Sudan? That's like about a day on the bus.
Yeah.
And then the journey from the Sudan border into Juba is a really dangerous. You have to have armed escorts.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're seeing vehicles on the side of the road that have been ambushed, attacked. Some of those buses get burned. People can get burned alive.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous. It's a war zone. South Sudan is in active war right now.
Yeah.
Then you finally get to Juba, and then what happens when you get to Juba?
When we get to Juba, we have to figure out to get a cargo plane. This cargo plane carry petrol from Juba to Yida refugee camp, and we have to sit on top of the petrol tanks in the cargo
So you
plane.
find a cargo plane that's
Yeah.
carrying gasoline,
Exactly.
and you're sitting on these cans of gas. It's a cargo plane. There's no seats.
No seats. Exactly.
And you're sitting on cans of petroleum,
Yes.
flying for a couple hours up
Yeah.
to Yida.
Up to Yida. We travel for 4 hours.
And then you get to Yida. That's when you start looking for the permission letters and all those things from the rebel army, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Once you finally get that, now you can go into the Nuba Mountains.
Yeah, we get a translator and the people who knows the language, because we don't know the language, anything can happen to us. We have to hire the translator also from Yida, and we have our ministry motorcycle. We hire another motorcycle. We put on one motorcycle, we call it our belongings, like the tent we have to sleep in, our water. We go with food because there's
So you
no
have to
food
carry
around.
everything in because there's
Everything.
nothing in there.
There's
So you have a
nothing.
tent, you have all your food, everything you have to carry with you
Yeah,
on motorcycles.
on one motorcycle. Yes.
And is it an easy drive?
Yeah, the drive is not all that okay. We wake up at 5 in the morning. We ride the whole day up to 6, and then they stop us. We don't ride past 6.
And then you camp out in a tent, and then
Yeah.
you drive again the next day.
Exactly. We have to camp anywhere, though in the bush. Once it reaches 6, we camp anywhere.
Yeah.
Then we wait the next day.
And it takes you about 2 days to drive.
Yeah, it takes 2 days if it is a dry season. But if it is not dry, if it is rainy season, it takes us 1 week or 2 weeks on the road to reach the Nuba.
It can take you 2 weeks
Yeah, 2
driving
weeks, yeah.
in rainy season
In
because
rainy
the
season.
roads become swamps and
Yeah.
lakes.
They become impassable. Water becomes full in those swamps.
You have to wait for the river to go down before you cross.
Exactly.
And you told us about sometime you ran out of food and sometimes you run out of water. What happens on that journey?
Yeah, when we run short of water, of course, we have to get water on the road. We get this stagnant water on the road, rain water, we fill in our jerrycans to survive on. Then
So you get water from a mud puddle.
yeah, from the mud bottle, yeah.
And you put it in a jerry can.
Yes.
And that's what you're drinking sometimes.
Yeah, that's what we depend on. Then also like food, there are some leaves that are recommended for us to eat to survive on, just because we don't have
Sometimes if you run out of food, you're picking leaves and grass and things like that, and they're teaching you how to eat that stuff.
Yeah.
And now, once you guys get to the town where you go, then you keep going another 2 hours.
Yes.
Into the people group that you're targeting. And what's it like there? What do you do when you go there? Are you staying in like a hotel or a bed and breakfast?
No. When we go there, we create our own way of to survive. Since we carried with our food, we create where to cook from. Like once in a while. It's not like eating breakfast, lunch, and supper. We forego some meals.
And you're sleeping in tents.
Yeah, we sleep. We only have one tent that we sleep in, and others just sleep out. The place is also too hot for us.
And then at nighttime you're showing the Jesus film. In daytime you're following up, doing discipleship. There's about 100 unreached people groups in the Nuba Mountains.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's 100 people groups, and only 5 or 6 of them are reached. So the rest of them are mostly Islamic tribes. But are they open to the gospel? Are they like other Muslims?
Yeah, these people are open to the gospel. Reason they are tired of slavery, they are tired of Arab people. They over-tossed them, they over-enslaved them. So they are willing, they are welcoming the gospel.
So they've been victims of Islamic governments and the slave trade.
Yes.
And they've been oppressed by these Islamic systems.
Yes.
Even though they're still Muslims, but they're jaded, they're tired of it.
Yeah.
So when you go there, what's it like? How do they receive you?
Yeah, they receive us and they tell us openly. They say we have been in Islam, we have got nothing, we don't see the purpose, we don't see the power of the God of Islam, so we are just tired of Islam. They often enslaved us. To make matters worse, they have toilets where they could just go and carry their waste product to go and pour somewhere. So life was hard, so they are tired of Islam. Once they see any Arab there, they just kill.
They just kill Arabs immediately when they see them.
Yeah, when they see them, they're overpressed.
Because the government of Sudan has been attacking them.
Exactly, bombing them.
For decades. Yeah. Bombing them and capturing them as slaves, selling them on the slave market. Yeah. The Nuba Mountains is right next to Darfur. If you've heard of Darfur, it's the same war, the same thing, just a different group of people. So they're ready for the gospel of peace.
Yeah.
They're ready for the God that can actually answer prayers.
Exactly. That's what they want.
And they're ready for the love of Jesus. And when you go, they're just opening the doors for you.
Yeah, they open
the doors. Tribal leaders are officially welcoming you to preach the gospel to their people.
Exactly.
So please pray for us. This is not an easy mission. It's the most difficult team that we've sent out by far, logistically speaking. But it's been 6 years and they're there now. They're doing the work. They're planting churches. Please cover them in prayer. It's not easy, as you've heard, and it's very dangerous. It's an active warfare right now. So please carry us in prayer and stand with us as we see the gospel go forth to places Western mission organizations will not send missionaries to the Nuba Mountains. We are sending missionaries, so we need you to stand with us and pray for us. Thank you, guys.